go. Welcome back. It's your boy Cool Rob. I'm cooler than cool, cooler than the most, cooler than the other side of the pillow. Welcome back to another episode of Cool Rob Show, live from the bullpen. Thank you so much for all the love and support you guys showing me. I always say this every video. I appreciate it. It's touching the soul, and I don't know if your soul ever been touched. When your soul is touched, it's a beautiful thing. So thank you for all the support. Please leave comments. Keep on leaving those comments below. Like, you can even dislike, disengage with me. You know what I mean? I'm always looking for new people to come on the show. And most importantly, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna introduce this beautiful lady in a second. I know y'all see her, so I'm gonna hurry up and say all this stuff so I can get to her. Shout out to Movie Hood TV. That's my boys right there. Show them some love as well. They are a big part of the show. They always help me out and behind the scenes. So please go to their channel and show them some love as well. Now, I got all that out the way. Let me introduce this beautiful woman right here. Businesswoman, right? Host of her own talk show, Let's Talk Love, mental health advocate, domestic violence advocate. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Tasha Mack.
Hey everyone. How
you doing?
That was
that
introduction. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Let me just say this. I said it just before we went on air. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to interview you. Like I said, we just met literally a couple of days ago, and you give me this opportunity. I really appreciate it from the heart.
Of course. I love supporting other podcasters and bloggers and everything. It's hard out here, so anytime.
It's so hard, man. I don't know. Like I said, you'll see when you guys, get to that next level on that YouTube thing when y'all about to do. But man, I've been doing this for 2 years now.
Right.
And people will show me love. They'll give me a hug. They will do everything they can. But when I say click the button and subscribe,
right, it's so hard for them.
It's like, I do it. And then they won't do it. I'm like, come on, y'all, you gotta subscribe.
It's so hard. Yeah, I do. I'm starting to see that, but we'll see. But keep it up. Like, you have a good following. You just gotta keep on reminding people subscribe, go to my channel. That's how you support.
You know what I'm facing though. I'm glad you said that, because it's like I don't want to be pressing nobody out, but then I know I need them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But but it's like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. Like, I'll put a Facebook post up and there about 60, 70 people will like that post.
Mm-hmm.
You 60 or 70 go subscribe, then we move it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what you got to tell them. Listen, y'all liking it, but I need y'all to like it on YouTube. Go, click. You got, because I be on people next, listen. So, yeah.
All right, cool. So now I know what I need to do. Y'all see my French jacket. I put this on for Tasha Mack, my French jacket. I found this in the box.
Why France, though?
Yeah, from France, I found this jacket literally out of nowhere. I say, put this on. I haven't had this jacket on in so long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on. A couple questions. Well, first of all, before we move on, so all the viewers out there, as you can see on my screen in the background, Let's Talk Love podcast. That is Tasha Mack's. What should I call it? Profile photo or what?
Our logo.
Logo. There you go.
Yes.
Logo. Let's Talk Love. A brand new logo. It's beautiful and it's nice. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So a few questions, just kind of warming the people up to you. How was your day today so far?
It's been really relaxed. I went to brunch and I slept. That's how my Sundays go. I usually brunch with friends and I just relax because I be so busy from Monday through Saturday.
How was what'd you have for brunch?
I had a seafood benedette and mimosa.
All right, you see my face. What is that?
It was crab, shrimp, eggs, half sunny side up egg on top of a type of breading type thing with cheese and tomatoes and spinach.
There you go. I like that. That sounds good.
Yeah, I eat bougie, so.
You know what? I haven't ate nothing. What I ate is some tasty cakes.
Oh no, I need to eat. Yeah. I'm like a fat girl. I eat.
I love it. When I go out, I buy 2 of everything.
Oh yeah. I eat and I drink.
Eat there and I take something home. All right, here we go. I thought it was an interesting question. Miss Mack, could you tell the people 3 things about Tasha that none of us would know? The viewers, myself, 3 things about you.
I have 4 beautiful children.
Oh.
Ranging from almost 21 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah, which shocks people because they're like, you got a 21-year-old? So, yeah. Look at your face.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
What else? I was a ballet and model dancer for probably like 15 years. You said how many things you wanted me to say? 3. Okay. What else? Low key, I am a homebody. Even though people always see me on the go, like constantly, I love like being at home, like pajamas, watching movies or reading like all day. If I can do that all day, like that's heaven to me. So
thank you so much for sharing that with us. I really appreciate it. Are you ready to get started? Because I've been, since I met you, I've been wanting to get this going.
Yes.
I appreciate this, giving me this opportunity, you know. All right, here we go. Let's get started. So let's talk love. Tasha Mack, my first question to you. Can you tell us, if people give us a brief description about Let's Talk Love podcast?
So Let's Talk Love, it is an extension of my blog, Let's Talk Love. My blog originally was called Love Your Damn Self First. I started that blog because I've been through everything that you can go through in relationships, from abuse to from trauma to pain to love to hating to divorce. I've been through it all. So I wanted to share my experiences with other women to let them know, okay, you're not alone in how you're feeling or why you're feeling that way. And to be raw and transparent with my story, because that's the problem. Like, people are not honest and open with what they're going through to help other people go through what they're going through. So that's why I started it. But then I started getting into the podcast world like last year. So I'm like, I want to do a podcast on Let's Talk Love. Like, I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about abuse. I want to talk about pain. I want to talk about all of that stuff with people, like normal people, not like celebrities or anything, like real people. Like, we sit down and have that raw conversation. So me and my girlfriend Asia, she came to me and was like, I want to do podcasting. So I was like, okay, cool. Then I thought it would be cool to have men on here too, so we can have both sides of the story, not just from females' point of view, right?
Right.
So I grabbed my homeboy, brother Nance, and well, we call him Shea Butter Lover. No, ask me later. And DJ A1, got them on, and we started this amazing team. I mean, we collab great together. I mean, we have dope conversations. We started out doing Zoom. So we'll be in our space July 19th. So, and we talk about everything that people don't want to talk about. So should be
congratulations on the new events that's coming up. That was beautiful right there to start us off. I thought this would be a good question. You may have answered it already in your intro, but when and where did you come up with the idea for your own podcast?
Like I said, I started on another podcast last year, Restoring the Village, with Angie Wanda. She's a dope community advocate in Baltimore, and Brother Nance. So they talk about everything surrounding Baltimore, like crime, like resources, like all the happenings that's going on. So I started out with them. And that's Angie's niche. Like, she loved talking about community, but it wasn't really my niche. So my niche is love and everything surrounding it. So I wanted to do my own thing with that. So that's how it started.
Okay, cool. I'm loving what I'm hearing. Again, this could be the same question, but I put it down. I'm gonna ask, what was your major inspiration? What inspired you? Like, what was that one thing to say, yeah, I want to do this?
Honestly, the producer of Radio on Fire, Diamond K, he's amazing when it comes to and he been doing it for years. So he really inspired me. Like he taught me a lot about the podcast world and made me not like scared to just jump into it. And he made me comfortable with it. So I have to say he did.
Shout out. What's his name again?
Diamond K.
Shout out to Diamond K. Shout out to Diamond K. All right, moving along. How long has Let's Talk Love been out?
Not that long. Only we're going into our 5th episode. So we just started over the quarantine. Yeah, we just started. I'm excited because we're be in a space now, so that's exciting. So because I like the Zoom, but it's not personal to me. Like I need to be. Like,
we're gonna talk offline of that because I'm zooming it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually in my own home as we speak. This is my studio as we speak.
I see.
Yeah. So I got a cat behind me and everything. We got a great deal going on behind in here. That was good right there. I thought this would be an interesting question. Tell us about your coworkers, because as I was doing my homework and I saw some videos, it seemed like you guys are very having fun together. Y'all close. Y'all got a lot of chemistry going on. So tell us about your coworkers.
So I work for a nonprofit. We do case management for the homeless population and help them get housed. So it's only a small group of us, probably maybe like 5 or 6 of us. So I've been working with them for 1.5 years now. And yes, I guess because we're kind of forced to like be like in the same office space all the time, that kind of get us to be personal with each other. Because I'm the type of person, I ain't being your friend. I don't care. Like, I just want to get my work done, go home. But they kind of like, I mean, it's a great bunch of people to work with. Like, we're even cool with our boss. Like, we have an amazing relationship. And we hang out. Before the quarantine, we was hanging out every weekend, happy hour, like after work on Friday, like, oh, come on, we're going for drinks. Like, just a debrief. Because working with clients with mental health illnesses is very like draining on our mental health. So we just need that time to decomp. So, I mean, yeah, I love them. They're my extended family. So.
Cool. Shout out to the family, and definitely we're going to get to that mental health conversation later on in the show. We're very interested to hear about that as well. Where's your podcast based for all the viewers out here?
It's in Baltimore. It's gonna be located on 2116 North Charles Street. Our producers will be Nick in Time Media. So yeah, I'm excited.
Cool. I'm excited for you. Here's a good question right here. I thought it'd be good. Tell us your fondest memories so far. So you only said you've been 5 episodes in. Mm-hmm. So is it one memory of them 5 episodes that you can look back on and say, yeah, this was the fondest memory?
Not really yet, because like I said, we started out like Zoom, like on the podcast that I've been on for almost 2 years now. I have fondest memories on there because we had some dope as guests on our show. So, I mean, let me think. Me and my co-host brother Nance, we go back and forth like we brothers and sisters, so that just make it even more like amazing. But I want to say the most fondest memory that I have, like I was amazed that I was able to get Stokey to come on our show. He was running for mayor in Baltimore at the time, and it's hard to get him to do anything, but he gave us our first interview and I was able to do that. So I pat myself on the back like, yay, I was able to get him on here, get his first interview, get his thoughts on running for mayor. Like, that was exciting to me because, yeah, I was able to do that, so.
Okay, and then and what about the old podcast? You want to tell us fondest memory on that one?
No, that was the old podcast.
That was the old, okay.
So this podcast, I want to say our first show, because I don't know if you remember, because you've been doing this forever, like that anxiety and that fear, your first show, like, okay, I just want this to go smoothly. Don't want nothing to go wrong. And I'm the one like you, I'm doing everything. Like, I'm producing, I'm like connecting everyone. I'm doing everything.
Yes.
Just like, I was amazed, like our first show, we was able to have as many viewers as we had. I think it was like 400 viewers that day, like from that night on that show. So, and I think like that was just freelancing. Like we was talking about relationships and love and all of that stuff and the do's and don'ts of love. So that's my phone. It's been my first show. So
Yeah, just to piggyback off of you, my fondest memory would be the first show because, like I said, it was almost like a dream come true. Me talking about it so many times and telling people I'm going to do it, this and that. But I tell you what, though, and I ain't gonna sit here and act like tell people, yeah, I know what I'm doing, this and that, man. Even up until now, as we talking, I could be in my mind, I'm going over it. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that. As soon as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's like I freeze. You know what I mean?
Like you forget everything. Like, oh shit.
Here we go, you know. So I'm like, oh man, this happened. Sometimes I could just get through a show like it ain't nothing, but sometimes I'd be like, oh. One of the things I had to do is I try to freestyle it in the beginning, right?
Right.
But I'll be good freestyling, and I had to quickly scrap that quick.
Right.
You in the middle of a show, you get the and then all this and all that stuff.
No, I get that too, and I be like, shoot, because I be like, I gotta write stuff now because I like every time we come up with topics, I be like, all right, this is what I want to get out of this show, if anything else. So I just write it out because I would go blank too, or when I'm freelancing, and then we go into a whole different type of conversation. I'd be like, no, I want to go back to this. So yeah.
I was trying to reach over and grab something, but I couldn't pull it. But yeah, I was gonna show you the whole script that I be doing. I sit there and I'll do a whole show.
Well, really?
Yeah, let me show you real quick. Let me show the viewers how cool Rob get down. So as you can see, y'all, these are shows.
Yeah. Oh, you're real professional.
Write it down. This is about 3, 4, 5 shows.
Oh, you're real professional.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. You know, I write it down, I go over it, I rehearse it, go over it. But I'm doing this, just looking at you, look down, helps out 100% better. Instead of trying to freestyle it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, yeah, so I'll be working behind the scenes, y'all. This is not an easy job.
No, it's definitely not. Definitely. It's not for the weak at all.
Oh,
that's for sure.
Definitely. Only strong survive, only wise excel.
Right.
All right, so we're moving on real good. Do you have anything coming up, something the viewers can look out for? Because I'm definitely tuning in.
So our first show is going to be live July 19th, and we're going to talk about toxicity within yourself. Because we always talking about like toxic relationships and always acknowledging your partner toxicity, but we never acknowledge what toxicity we bring. Like, are you toxic? Like, and we are toxic, but like, why are you toxic? How are you toxic? So we're going to talk about that. I'm trying to put together, because I'm always doing, even before my podcast, I do events because I also have an organization called Women at a Stand Too. So I do like small brunches and stuff throughout the year. So I wanted to do an event with the podcast, a speed dating event. So I'm trying to get that together now. I think that would be fun. And like we're streaming live with our podcast and like just having fun with that. So hopefully that first event will be sometime in September. So I'll keep everyone posted on our page.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Matter of fact, as soon as it's over, I'm gonna click that like button on there. I'm gonna subscribe wherever I need to subscribe to. Keep me posted. And like we said, we're gonna talk offline. I definitely want to be a part of one of these shows coming up soon.
Right. Yes, definitely.
All right, cool. Anything before we move on to the next topics? Anything else you want to share before we move on?
Not that I can think of.
I she can think of, y'all. The beautiful Tasha Mack, y'all. Okay, so this part of the actual show I really was interested in because not only are you the host of a hit podcast, Let's Talk Love, but you're also an advocate for mental health and domestic violence. So mental health, this one really hit me because I know a lot of people that's going through mental health issues. So I definitely wanted to have a conversation. Can you tell us about you being an advocate for mental health?
So I am currently a case manager, which I'm currently also in school, my last year in master's for social work. But I've been in mental health for probably like 15 years now. So I got into the mental health sector because first I was into nursing. And I'm like, nursing is not really my thing. Like, I want to really like help people. Like, not saying nurses don't help people, but as far as like what I grew up in the projects. I grew up to a mother that was strung out on drugs and an alcoholic. So I was not raised by my mom. She put me in foster care. My dad, he was also in the streets at the time, but he got his shit together and got me out of foster care. So like fast forward, like later on in life as I became an adult, because all these years I had this hatred towards my mom. So fast forward, which really it really affected me with relationships with others, which I later found on in life as well. But fast forward, I found out my mom had her own mental health issues that she was battling with the whole time, and she could not raise us and did not feel comfortable raising me and my brother. I have a brother as well. So she did what she did. So that's how I got into the mental health thing. I mean, watching like once I got over all of the anger I had towards my mother, she kind of pulled me into her life to help her. And then she got diagnosed with cancer one year, which really like had me stop and think about like, okay, what I'm going to do with this relationship. So I had to mend that relationship in order to help me with my issues I was going through, because I was going through a lot of issues at the time. So going through those issues, I'm like, okay, psychology is where I need to be. So that's how I got my degree in psychology. Started working for different organizations, like helping them set up their psychiatric rehabilitation program, bringing in therapists, collaborating with them, getting their programs to thrive where they need to thrive as far as helping people in the community with mental health. So what I do in my own organization, I have a nonprofit for women that have been abused, and it's like a sisterhood. So I create bonds and relationship with women all over, which I've been amazed with doing in the last year. So like I've been meeting amazing women, and we get together, we talk, we collab, we link them to different resources in the community to help them, link them to therapists. I'm a big advocate on therapy. Like, you come to me and like you're going through XYZ, I'll be like, do you have a therapist? I can refer you. Like, so I'm big on that. But I do advocate that part of mental health, like acknowledging that you have an issue and seeking help, because you can't get through it alone. Like, people think that you can and you can't. So
you may have answered this already in that beautiful intro, but how long have you been an advocate for mental health?
For probably like 15 years. 15.
I didn't hear 15 years.
I told you I got a 21-year-old. I'm old.
I never would have known that. I never would have thought that. Stop. I'm a father of two. I got an 9-year-old and a 12-year-old, two girls.
Oh, okay. Oh.
My baby's right there. Okay. So I always like to ask this question when I talk to somebody. It's an inspiration question. What inspired you? What was that one thing that inspired you to want to tackle mental health?
I would say myself. I mean, I've been through a lot when it comes to like relationship. In an abusive relationship for like 6 years. No one didn't know at the time that I was in that relationship. Like, and how I help myself get out of that, because I didn't turn to anyone. And by the time I turned to someone, no one didn't believe me, because one, the guy that I was with, he didn't present himself in that way. Everyone knew him as this outstanding businessman in the community that could do no harm. So it was like I was lying. So it was like it was me dealing with this on my own. So once and my kids, like I looked at them and was like, they cannot continue seeing me going through what I'm going through. They saw the physical fights every day. They heard the screaming. They was witness to this. And I'm like, I cannot continue on going like this for them. So I would say them and myself, like I really pushed through and really was like, I'm not dealing with this no more. And I got the help that I needed. And yeah. And women.
And from what I see, you all turned out to be a successful businesswoman.
Yeah. Which I'm still at awe at that, honestly. Like I'm so like at awe at it. Like sometimes I can't even believe like all of the things that I have accomplished like within the last couple of years and still accomplishing them. So
You go, girl. You go, girl. All right. So this is a question I just came up with. So for the people that's out there that may view this video and may be going through mental health issues, scared to come out and talk about it or scared to seek help, what would be your message to them? And let's just say they want to contact you or go through you. How would they be able to do that?
well, they first like I always tell women like never to be scared. Like women, it takes us time to process what's going on with us and to actually trust to talk to someone. That's what I'm realizing from the women and what I realized for myself too. I couldn't trust anyone with what I was going through because it's like, are they going to believe me or are they not going to believe me? Like, are they going to look at me crazy or like, so I couldn't trust that information. I mean, I'm always like, I'm talking to women like all the time. Like they can all, I have a support group on Facebook. It's private. It's for women only. It's called Women at a Stand. They can find me on there. I also have a Women at a Stand Instagram as well. And then there's a link on that page for my website. I'm getting ready to pull it up now, where they can contact me on. And my contact information is on there as well. So I'm pulling the website up.
All right. Tasha
So the
Mack.
website is womenatastand.wixsite.com/website. So they can contact me on any of those like outlets. Like you can call me, text me, email me. My email is womenatastand@gmail.com. Like I respond right away if I don't give me some time, but I will respond. So
Y'all heard it. So if you're viewing this video, or if you know someone that's going through any mental health issues, please will have them watch this video so you can get Tasha Mack's info and have him or her reach out to her right away.
yeah.
Thank you so much for that. It was beautiful. Like I said, I was really looking forward to this part of the show, but I'm looking forward to the second part as well. Because not only are you a mental health advocate, not only are you a successful business woman, not only do you got your own show, Let's Talk Love, but you're also a domestic violence advocate as well. And so, same questions. What tell us about domestic violence, being an advocate for domestic violence?
So like I said, like I was in an abusive relationship for like 6 years. So I decided to, I don't know when I had that aha moment like, oh, I could be like helping so many women. I know for myself when I was going through it, I didn't have like a trusted female to turn to. I don't have a relationship with my mother like that to turn to her. I don't have sisters. And that's all I needed. At that time, I didn't have the circle of girlfriends that I have now because he isolated me from everyone. So the friends I did have, I lost contact with them or and I couldn't like call them up. So I started this sisterhood for domestic violence so that women can have that connection with other women. They don't be judged. They not going to be shy away. And my group is amazing. Like I'm almost at 800 members on Facebook. Last year I threw my first fundraiser, a gala, to raise money for my fundraiser because I want to be able, because women do reach out to me all the time. Every year I do Thanksgiving baskets, Christmas baskets for women that are families that are in need. I feed the homeless. I connect with other organizations in Baltimore as well when it comes to outreach. So I want to be able for women to connect with me when they need financial help. If they need a hotel stay, I'm able to provide that for them instead of connecting them to someone else. If they need food or clothing, I'm able to provide that. So, and I want to be able to go into the jails as well because there's so many women in jail for domestic violence for protecting themselves and they got charged. And I want to be able to help those women as well, especially when they're released from jail and returning back to their life and trying to turn back to their children if they have children as well. So I want to be able to be that resource for them as well. So I'm working with someone right now to be able to go into the jails to do that. So that's everything that I do as a domestic violence advocate. Like, yeah, I just try to connect people. I try to help when I can. I mentor. So, yeah.
You do it all. But a couple questions that came to my mind as you were talking. So, first question. I don't know if you're gonna laugh at me or not, but because I always was wondering about this in my head, right?
Uh-huh.
I always wanted to be a pen pal to a woman that's in jail. Is that? I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't know what. I got a wild mind. Stuff just be going.
Right.
So I
think that's a great idea, and that's one of the things that I want to start as well when I connect with the jails, because some of them are in jail and don't have no one to talk to. And I think like a letter from someone to like boost their spirit up will help them. So I do want to start like a pen pal like service as well. Like have them connect with one of the women in my organization and they write back and forth. I want to do that. I want to be able to connect them to attorneys that can help them, because I do have a lot of friends that are attorneys. So I'm gonna utilize them, and they will do this for pro bono. So yeah, I think the pen pal idea is a great idea.
Well, can you steer that wheel and lead me in the right direction with that?
I can.
Okay, cool.
We can probably do it together.
Let's do it. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Now another question. Trying to find the best way to word it, so I'm gonna ask it just like this, because I know when you were saying that you went through it, and then I know two things you said to me stood out. You said 6 years of going through it, isolation. So you can choose which one you want to answer, or you can not want to answer. It's up to you.
Okay.
The 6 years of going through the abuse or the isolation part, which one could you answer for the view?
I can answer. So what do you want me to answer?
Well, I wanted to be honest with you. I wanted to ask, like, I guess, what was it like going through abuse for 6 years? Because it's 6 years straight, or is it 6 years off and on? I
mean, it's like when people think of abuse, they think of physical, which is not just physical. I went through verbal, emotional, psychological, physical, all in those 6 years. And it started off like minimum, right? So like, when we first got together, like it was great. He was an older guy, first of all, he's 9 years older than me. At that time, like I was looking for someone to take care of me, basically, because I'm gonna be honest, like I had my oldest son at 18. So he was willing to take care of me, move in with him. Me and my son's father at the time was not like getting along whatsoever.
Right.
He was that hero for me. He took care of me. He took care of my son. So everything was going well. Then we broke up. Then I got pregnant with my daughter by my son's father. And then we got back together. And that's when stuff started getting a little bit rocky, because it's like, okay, you have another child by this man. That's what he was saying. So then in my eyes, I'm like, okay, you know what? I did kind of like did him dirty. So when he first like started with the abuse, it was more verbal than anything. Call me names, call me a slut, or whatever. Then I decided to go back to college. He started having these mistrust issues that I was doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing. So like it would be the emotional abuse on top of the verbal abuse. Mm-hmm. Then like I started not liking myself. Like everything that he was saying to me, like I started believing it. Like if he called me dumb, stupid, like ugly, everything, I believed it. Like I was worthless, all of that. So then like the physical abuse started coming along probably when I was pregnant with his son. I remember that because I was 8 months pregnant. Don't know what transpired up into that moment. All I know is that he pushed me towards the wall so hard that I thought I lost my baby that day. And I had to be rushed to the hospital. So after I gave birth to our son, like when I was in the hospital, the the nurses knew what happened. They wasn't dumb. And they tried to get me to say what happened so I can press charges, but I was so scared at the time because, again, he was my bread and water. Like, he was the one financially taking care of me. So all I was thinking is, like, if he go to jail, like, who's going to take care of me and my kids? And I'm on my third child, and I'm 23 years old. So after that, if I had our son, that's the physical abuse started getting worse after that. And it was like, it wasn't like every day, but it was enough that someone should have noticed, but they didn't. I would call out of work when I had a black eye. He always went for my face. Always. It's like, ain't no man going to want you because I'm going to make sure I tear your face up. So, yeah, always went for my face. So I was constantly calling out from work, constantly losing jobs because of me calling out from work. And that went on. I think I finally left him when he put his hands on me for the last time. And I actually fought back that time, but he bruised me up so bad, he fractured my knee, that I had no other choice but to press charges on because police was called. Charges got pressed. He got kicked out. I think our son was 3 at the time, and now our son is 16. So, but it was sporadic. It wasn't consistent, but it was sporadic, and it was enough. It was definitely enough. So.
Sorry, I'm lost for words. I was just kind of giving you facial expressions and all that type of stuff. But as I can see, you turned out to be a beautiful, successful Black woman. So sorry that you went through what you went through, but you're here today to share your story.
Right.
Thank you so much for that. You made it.
Yeah, definitely. I did.
Yeah, so you kind of answered all my questions in that one right there. And so, can you believe we finally at the end of the show? Do you have anything else? I mean, unless you just want to have a chat about something, as far as that, that was it as far as the advocate questions and let's talk love. Unless you got anything else you want to tell us about being an advocate, if you have anything that's coming up that people can look out for, anything you want to tell me that I can try to help out with.
I mean, just look out for our show. We're going to have a YouTube channel soon. Like I said, we talk about everything surrounding love. Like, I'm excited. Like, this year, like, for it to be a quarantine, a pandemic, everything, this year had been amazing for me. Like, I've been happy. I got a new relationship now, which is odd for me if people know me, relationships. So, I mean, I relaunched my dessert business. I do have a dessert business called Street Tweets. That's on IG as well. Mm-hmm. I relaunched that. I do a lot. Working on the speed dating event. Yeah, I do a lot.
You want to tell us about the lucky guy? You want to give us a brief description? Just something brief?
So, the lucky guy is my co-host on my podcast.
Okay.
DJ A1. We went to high school together. It honestly just happened one day because I'm also in charge of the fundraiser committee at my 9-to-5 job. So I do a lot of fundraiser events for them. So I was looking for a DJ that day for our fundraiser because the DJ that I had, he couldn't do it. So I put it on Facebook, like, a million guys inboxed me because look at how I look. So he inboxed me, and I didn't know he DJ'd at the time. I just knew him, but like we never had any interactions in high school or anything, or beyond high school. We was just friends on social media. So then, like, he was really working with me with the pricing. So he did my event. I saw him for the first time. I was like, oh. And then he was like, oh, too. So he asked me out that same day, and we've been dating since then. So.
What's his name again? Because I want to give him a shout out. What's his name?
DJ A1.
DJ A1, shout out from Cool Rob and DJ A1. That's what's up. You got a lucky one right here, brother. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm lucky too. For the first time, I feel happy. So.
Well, I'm so glad that you found happiness. Me, As of right now, I'm still a single man. That's
Yeah.
why I say we gotta talk. I would love. I'm definitely want to come on your show, talk some love.
Yes.
I definitely
I
want.
love when men come on the show.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
it.
Because I got a story. Because I'm gonna give you a brief story of me. I ain't trying to say I'm this and that. But I'm a ladies man. I have a lot of women who, like this. They love Cool Rob. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, they love Kura.
But I'm single. So
So
I'm
why do
asking.
you think you're single?
That's a good question. Put me on the spot. Why I don't think I'm single?
Uh-huh.
I think. Okay, all right. I think for a long time I was just immature, meaning that I was stuck in my ways. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like for example, give you an example. Certain arguments that I knew if I just stayed away from saying certain things or doing certain things, it wouldn't be an argument. But I do it anyway because I'm cool, Rob. Do it. So I think that. But what I could say is this though. It's a lot of things. I can go on and on and on. But what I could say is this though, that I think I finally found it. I think, like I said, going through what I went through, the many different women that I've talked to and dealt with, whoever the next person is, you're gonna get a guy that's willing and ready, is able, has made all the adjustments that I need to make a relationship successful, and for us to get to the next level. I could say that.
That's great that you said that because I had to go through that whole transition too because I was married for 10 years, but I never I think when I first got back with because I married my kid's father. So when I first got back with him, it was more, I was just coming out of that relationship that I was in with my abusive ex. So it was more so I was looking for a hero and not love. So it's over the years, I had to really find myself and what I truly want out of a partner. And I realized what I truly wanted is what I didn't have. So really trying to find who you are and what you are before you involve yourself with someone else is key. And I thank myself for allowing myself to go through that transition. Because the dating world is harsh, and I'm almost 40. I can't and I'm sitting here okay, I know what I want and I'm not gonna play games about it. So either you can match me or you don't, you're wasting my time. Everybody should be like that. Don't waste my time, especially if you're older. It's no time to be waste. But I think I've been patient. Like I said, I was not looking for a relationship. I was anti-relationships. I was out here like a guy in these streets. I was not. I just could not do it. I'm too busy.
Right.
I really think that he crossed my path to calm me down, and I try fighting that, but I'm okay. So, but I think it's good that you took the time to self-reflect and evaluate.
Oh yeah, I definitely self-reflected. I was one of those guys where, like I said, I would have a good woman in front of me who's all about me, but I wanted to chase the woman that wasn't about me. I was like that too. That was like that too. Yeah. I was big with that. Don't get me wrong. The women that I was chasing dealt with me in a certain way, but they didn't. Right. They wasn't the one. But I wanted them to be the one. So
yeah, because you want that, and I was the same way. I was always chasing the bad boy, the bad boys, and and I had to sit one day, and my therapist helped me realize that, but that's not you. Look at you. You're a businesswoman. You're doing this, you're doing that. Why you keep on chasing someone that's below you?
Right.
And you miss out on opportunities with men that had that shit going on, and I would just ignore them. I don't want that. I wanted that. I wanted fresh. So yeah, I get it though.
Yeah, so but what I could say, like I said, what I could say is this though: whoever's the next person. Oh man, you getting a guy that's willing and ready and able to make all the necessary adjustments. It's going to love you from head to toe. I love taking care of my woman and satisfying her anyway. So that's everything is there. I just need to get with the right person so I can bring it out. My friends used to call me, and they used to make fun of me back in the day, but I used to be sweet, kind, and generous. Meaning that I was that sweet guy. I was flowers, cards, and candy. I rubbed the
Oh,
toes.
okay.
I do all that, right? But dealing with 2 or 3 women, then turned me into this single man
Savage.
for life. You know what I'm saying? Just savage, and so right. I'm a savage out here, man. But
Right.
I do want to get married. I do
You
want to get
do?
married one day. I do. It could, whoever I'm with, if she want to do the quick marriage or if she want to walk down the aisle, whatever. But I do want to. I'm gonna get married one day though.
I don't see me getting married no more. I don't see that. I see me building with some. I see me building. I see me like I need someone that match my drive when it comes with entrepreneurship, business, grinding. Like I need someone to understand. Like I can't be available 24 hours a day. So, like I'm not that domestic housewife. You gonna come home to dinner. Sometimes I'm gonna call you like, oh, you want DoorDash? Like that's what you gonna get. But like I need someone to understand like where I'm at in my life. I don't like I said, I've been married for 10 years, so I don't know. Like I don't see the difference.
Yeah, I'd never been married before.
Yeah.
I'd never been engaged before. I remember back in 2001, I was still in my younger years. I think I proposed to a girl. That don't count. So like I say, it all depends on who I get with. I'm a free willer, free thinker. What I mean by that is that for the viewers, I don't like to go and play by the rules. Like for example, because of the 4th of July, don't mean I have to celebrate 4th of July.
Right.
Like that. So just because.
So you like that with your relationships.
Right.
Well.
So it's like I get with her, and we kind of just figure it out ourselves. We want to move in this direction. That's how we move. We feel like we want to do this to celebrate us, then we do that. We don't have to do it the traditional way.
Yeah, so, I'm like that too. I don't like. I realized after marriage, like I don't want that traditional relationship no more. Right. Like I don't want what society tell me that how it's supposed to be. Like I don't want that. I want to. Whatever it is with us, that's what it is with us. Like that's how I want it to be.
Right. So with that being said, like I said, whoever I get with, we're gonna figure it out. But if she wanna walk down now, I've been best man at 2 weddings, so that's why I say, that I could see myself doing the wedding thing because to me weddings are beautiful. I ain't gonna say a lot to you. They're expensive as hell, but they're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? They're expensive as hell. Yeah, I said.
No, they are.
Paying $6,000 to get married for, man. During the quarantine. Anyway, but like I said, it all depends on who she is. But I'm ready though. I'm definitely ready. But right now,
you gonna come unexpectedly.
Yeah, but it's like you say, I'm pushing 40. You need to hurry up.
Well, yeah, but the 40s new 20s, so she'll come.
I'm gonna go with that. 40s new 20s. You know what though, Tasha? Just having this brief conversation with you and just overall conversation. Again, I definitely want to link up with you and get on your show. So we need to figure that out.
I'm ready.
But please, I always ask this question to the guests that come on. Would you come back for another episode?
Yes, of course. This was fun.
Because I'm sitting here thinking as we talking, like we can do a whole nother episode where we gotta talk about love, relationships, and sometimes I do have a panel as well where I try to have 2 women, 2 guys, or guys like that. So would you be interested in like that too?
Yes.
I got a perfect person I want to be on this screen. My boy O. If you go back at one of my videos, his name Ofazi. He had his own clothing line. I interviewed him. But I think we 2 will be perfect to have on here talk about some love relationships.
Yes.
Yeah, and then also you can probably be a guest on your show as well.
Yes, I'm sending my way. I'm taking all guests right now.
I'm definitely will. I'm taking some good people to you. Man, let me see. I definitely was going to end it off like this, though. Beautiful, successful, host of the hit podcast, Let's Talk, Love, mental health, domestic violence advocate. Simply put it, queen of all trades.
Yes, like that.
So this is part of the show. It's called Last Words, and out of the whole show, I love this part. It's your outgoing message, right? It's that one thing you get ready to say to all the people and the viewers out there, and to me. Take it away, Miss Tasha Mack. Your last words.
Well, I post something earlier, and let me read that.
Okay, cool.
Because sometimes I get Like, because I did come out and tell the world yesterday who my new boo was. And of course.
Oh, so I missed that. So you told the world about the new boo?
Yeah, I did. Like, I changed my relationship status.
We started when we were younger. You were my boo.
So I post something today. Let me find it in my women's group. Okay, so don't worry about what people have to say, because they're going to talk about you regardless. Learn to be content with you, because at the end of the day, your happiness is what really matters.
That was so beautiful, and I'm gonna piggyback off you and end it off like this. I try to switch it up, but I always go back to these last words. And Tasha Mack is living in what I'm getting ready to say. So the first part, if you laugh and you cry, that's a hell of a day, right?
Yeah.
No matter what you do out there, no matter what you do, never give up, never give up, never give up. Tasha, I enjoyed this. I wish we could go on and on and on. And like I said, I wish I could have you on tomorrow and the next day. Like, but like I say, we're gonna talk offline. I definitely want to show you guys some love for Let's Talk Love podcast. I definitely want to be on this show in person, via Zoom, whatever. We can work something out. All right.
Yes. No, we definitely will. I told you, just let me know.
Okay, cool. And then also, definitely gonna put something together where I can have you back on as a special guest, because I enjoy this. And
yes,
if you got anybody else that you want to send my way as well, I love it.
Oh, I will. As soon as you send me this link, I'm gonna post.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So this video, I love this video so much. I'm gonna try to get this one off and running and ready so I can get it to you.
Okay.
For this beautiful, successful business woman, host of Let's Talk Love podcast, Tasha Mack, and for Cool Rob, thank you so much to everyone out there. Once again, to all the viewers out there, please, thank you for showing love and support. It really touches the soul. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to Movie Hood TV. These are my boys right there showing them some love. I'm getting ready to get to Tasha in a minute. Matter of fact, let me stop. Tasha, tell the people where they can subscribe to, where they can find you, all that.
Oh my God. So my personal page, Tasha Mack. Mac is not my government. Mac is a nickname that my girlfriends gave me back in the day. You figure out why I'm called Mac, but Tasha Mack on Facebook. I have my IG page, Love Your Damn Self First. Love Your Damn Self 1. I have Let's Talk Love podcast on IG. I have Women at a Stand. I have a Let's Talk Love page on Facebook. I have a Women at a Stand page on Facebook. And my dessert business, Street Treats, SREET, Tweets, TWEETS. We do regular and infused desserts. Please don't ask me what is infused with, because you should know.
And like I said, I'm going to support you any way I could. Thank you so much for that. Like I said, shout out to Movie Hood TV. Go to their channel, show them some love. Please subscribe to Cool Rob TV, all caps, leave comments, like, dislike. We always looking for new people to come on the show. This was a beautiful show, so when you guys see this, I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy this show. Once again, for the beautiful, successful host of the hit podcast, Let's Talk Love, Tasha Mack, and for Cool Rob, I always end off with Cool Rob is in the building. Over and out. I got this new thing I do. Over and out, y'all. Thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.